Welcome ladies and gentlemen, Chuck Finley's Play Sonic the Hedgehog CD, and I felt bad for not being able to find anywhere to show the past for Collision Chaos, so I decided before I move on through the game that I would come back to Collision Chaos and see if I couldn't figure out how to get into the past. Well, this is the past. Here, you can see it's not as doesn't seem to be as much technology, and it's not as many traps around. And the music is, of course, different, but obviously you can tell it's a lot different than the present. And there you go. That's the Metal Sonic projector. But yeah, I don't want to spend too much time here. Just gonna run around here real quickly. You can see the fruit's different. The fruit will be different in every zone or every era. You can see it looks like there's miniature Chaos Emeralds inside the fruit. You can see there. But yeah, just like I said, decided to wanted to come back here and show it off. So you've seen it. This doesn't seem to be working, which is either good or bad. I guess because it lets me get up here. And so if you do want to go after this signpost that's up top of Act 2, because that's where I'm at. I'm at Act 2. You could jump up here and try to go up there since that cylinder isn't working. But yeah, so I'm gonna just go ahead and cut from here, and the next time, and I'll be in the third zone. So until then, well, ladies and gentlemen, Chuck Finley's Play Sonic CD Part 3. We are now in the Tidal Tempest Zone, the water zone for Sonic CD. And right off the bat, you can see that the water physics are going to be the same as in Sonic 1. More so compared to Sonic 2. You can, believe, jump around a little bit higher in Sonic 2 rather than you can in Sonic 1. And you can move a little bit faster in Sonic 2 as well, rather than Sonic 1, which just gives more thought to the theory that this game was made before Sonic 2. Because I know Sonic 2 was supposed to have a lot of time traveling elements that this game probably took instead of Sonic 2 for time reasons. Let's see, is that there's a here we go. I want to make sure I go to the past before we sometime in this zone, so I don't repeat the mistake I made in Collision Chaos and wasn't able to show you the past there. Alright, so the bubbles will pop up a lot more frequently than in Sonic's 1 or 2, but you don't seem to last as long underwater as in Sonic 1 or 2. You'll run out of air very quickly here, and even before you realize it, the counter will already start counting down. Let's see, there we go. There are a lot of secrets in this game. There's little hidden sections like that with either a line of rings or just a shield, or sometimes even a life. Come on. And it is worth looking for those sorts of things. Most of them force you to change time zones or time eras, but a lot of them can be found just by looking, really. There we go. See, one bubble right after another. That's pretty good. Especially if at the rate that you seem to lose air in this game. It is always best to go after most air bubbles. I won't say every one of them, but if you just go after most that you see, you should be okay. Let's see. Ooh, be careful about those. Those will come down and, I believe, crush you if they land right on top of you, but if they hit you from the side, you might just be okay or you might only just lose your rings instead of being crushed. But I've never been crushed by one, so I really couldn't say what would happen. Let's see, we'll get out of here, or out of the underwater sections, hopefully. Yep. And you can see these springs in most Sonic games, they don't help you out, but in this one it does, because it will give you enough speed so you can travel through time. But you have to keep a consistent speed while you're trying to travel through time. You can't just, let's see, we'll break now. Yeah, there we go. And there's the robot transporter. I have heard it called a roboticizer and a robot transporter, but the game calls it a robot transporter, so that's what we'll call it. You can see the water is a lot lower than it was in the present. Let's see, yeah, here we go. So anyway, yeah, that was... I'm glad I got to show you the past. You can see it's a lot more like a cave rather than than whatever it was in Act 1. And so here we are in a special stage. They will get more difficult over time. The amount of UFOs you need to get won't change. You'll still need to get the 6, but they'll try to escape you more, and there'll just be more bodies of water that will get in your way, and just more complicated sections for you to run around on. Even in the black areas, that I believe those will count as touching water, like through here. So you want to be careful through that section. It is best if you can kind of run away from, since you can't control how fast you run or which direction you go. Well, I guess you can't control the direction, but you can't control how fast you go, and you can't slow yourself down to a standstill while you're doing the special stages. So you have to be careful, and it usually is best if you can just run away from a UFO. You know, try to line it up better while they will move.